and today I'll discuss about few best practices of SQL joins wherein everyone should put their attention on that so that in future there should not be any maintenance issue or the error should not come in the future and code should not stop without any changes in the join condition. So sometimes what happens if you are not writing as per the best practices, even we are not changing anything in the code, it can impact or it can stop working in the future if some other changes are happening in your table structure. So I'll show you what I'm saying. The requirement is suppose I have these two tables wherein I have to make join out of these two tables and get some result or insert into some temporary table and maybe do some more manipulation on that. So I'll show you how we should write the code so that it should not create any problem for you in the future. I'll just make join on these two tables, okay, and get whatever required. So say uh, employee, it is emp, say inner join, and then department, I'll call it dp on emp dot department id equals dp dot department id, okay. If you see, here are the result, okay. We want to take this joins data into a temporary table, and then we'll just suppose this has to be uh, uh, used for some more manipulation on this data, and maybe we need to join this again with some other table or something. So we are not going into that one, but we'll just focus on this result, that how we should write it properly. So suppose then to insert into a temporary table, I'm just going to create that one, like create a table, say hash emp details, and I'll take all the required columns. Say I'll take emp id as integer, then I'll take emp name as varchar 100, then its department id is integer, then it's say created date as date time, and then manager id as integer, dob as date, and department name, okay. I'll call it varchar 100 again, okay. Created, then suppose I have after department id, then I have created date, sorry, and then before manager id I have salary also, okay. Employee ID, employee name, department ID, created date, salary, manager ID, and then department ID. Okay, so I'll only take department name from the department table. Okay, so now I'll just use insert statement here. Insert into employee, and then uh, I'm taking everything from employee, so I'll call it emp dot star, and then comma. I need department name from the department table, so this is department dot department name. So see, this is actually I'm writing the bad code. because I just wanted to demonstrate. So if you see here, I'm getting all the required things. emp.ID, first one, then emp.NAME, then department ID, then created date, then salary, manager ID, DOB, and department name. Everything is in order. Okay, I can I can use this code without any issue for now. I can just say insert into employee details and it will work very good for me. I'll call it select star from has employee details. I'll have everything. Okay. So whatever things are coming from this join, I'm getting all the things here now. But this code is not a good code because it can create problem in the future. There are many issues with this code. I mean, I've seen in my career also that many people are not writing the proper code, and where it can have the problem. So suppose tomorrow there is one more column is going to be added in employee table. Okay, that time this code will not work. I'll show you how. Suppose tomorrow and one more column is going to be added. Say alter table employee. Okay, and I'll call it add. Suppose one address column is going to be added. Address, say varchar 200. Okay, I've just added this one. Now see the problem. So I'll just say drop table. I'll just drop the hash table so that I can again start from this place. So I'll create this table. That is fine. I'll go insert here. Now it has the problem. Why? It is saying column name or number of supplied values doesn't match table definition because we haven't like specified the column names here, and also in the table in which we are inserting here also we haven't specified any column names. Even though this address field is not needed for you at this point of time, this is nothing to do with your this logic, but your existing code has stopped working, right? So what was the issue? If you see here, if I'll just select this one, now it is having one more column, that is address, and address is not there in our existing table that we were inserting and then we are maybe using in in any other things. So this has stopped. So how to stop this kind of issues? You should simply put your column names here. Okay, first of all, here you should always put the name of the column for which you are going to make the insert. Okay, employee name, then department ID, then created date, then salary, then manager ID, then DOB, and then department name. Okay, and not only here, also while selecting, you should always put the required columns only. So here also I'll just do something like this. I'll take all these things and simply I'll take this emp dot star and always put the name of the columns also in alias. See, this created date, if I'm not putting the table alias, it can create problem. How? I'll show you. See, it is not giving any error at this point of time. Okay, but I'm not putting any alias here. See what will happen. Ambiguous column name created date. Okay, because created date is there in both the tables, employee and department both. Okay, so SQL is not able to understand that created date we should fetch from which table. Okay, so this is also best practice to put this column name always. Why? I'll tell you. Uh, because today suppose this created date is there only in your one of the table, not in both the table. Okay, but tomorrow it can be created in in any other table which is there in the join. So that can create problem for you. Okay. So it should be always better for you to put the name of the alias table. So I'll put all the required alias here. Sorry, emp dot and that's it. Okay. So now this should not create any problem. Even if you are adding multiple columns in this one, it will not create any problem for you. So I'll show you how. I'll just do a drop now, and I'll again create this table, temporary table. Okay. And then this should work. Okay. Because we have only taken the required columns and it will work as per our requirement. So hope you understand my point that you should always put the name of the columns while inserting, and also while selecting you should put the name of the alias table to work your code properly for the future also. I hope you understand my point. Thank you so much.